taking longer than Khajiit had planned to shop, but... well, we have a lot of things to sell.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart.
Khajiit has heard that too, and now she understands a little bit better, perhaps, how he did it. Oh, Khajiit bought that book. She totally forgot. Where is it now? Nightingales, Fact or Fiction? By Wilhelmina Roth. Okay, so that's about a sect related to thieves. Come to think of it, Khajiit has heard of nightingales before. Oh, hello!
Hello, and welcome, my friend. How may I help you on this fine day?
Khajiit wonders what you have for sale.
Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
Excellent. That sounds right along Khajiit's line. Khajiit likes that bow. Khajiit will buy that bow. Khajiit would like to buy all of these arrows. Thank you kindly. And perhaps Khajiit has something you would like to purchase from her. Oh. Actually, that is very similar to what Khajiit has. Like in terms of looks, too. But she very well might find a use for it, so she's going to not regret the purchase, in fact. Do you happen to have any bolts? Khajiit was distracted by getting her own things. Perhaps you have bolts of some sort? Steel bolts, maybe? You do not. Alright.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
Perhaps indeed. Quadojo?
Greetings, traveler.
Khajiit was just thinking. What do you have?
Good.
Alright, well you still have a fair number of bolts, but, Khajiit will give you these. Anyway. Alright. Hello. Berend, is it?
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
What do you have for sale today?
The finest weapons and armor.
As usual. Says Khajiit, who's only been here once before. Awesome. Thank you kindly.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Good to know. Let's see.
Hmm?
The finest fish here. Caught daily.
Oh, really?
Perhaps you could spare a tomato for a priest of the divines.
Perhaps, if I were a little more blessed, I could afford to give away my fruit. As is, you'll have to pay, Roland.
Hello?
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Fresh fish.
Thank you.
Fresh fish.
Blessed are those who worship, for they know true grace.
As Archmage of, the college, she says hello. Where'd that other person go? Yeah, oh well. Right, back to the fish. Hi!
Get your
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Awesome. Where do you catch the fish,
Down at the docks.
Oh.
There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those red wave thugs.
Oh, there's thugs down there? That's right. Khajiit remembers you better now. You and your daughter were at the execution, yes?
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle.
Oh, Khajiit.
I've tried to explain that Rodvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Of course. Khajiit is... well, she's sorry what happened, but you're right.
Spiced wine,
people have to be accountable for their own actions. What fish have you got for sale?
Everything I've got on display, really.
Not to change the subject too abruptly, but... Thank you very much.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
You as well, sir.
Fruit! Fresh off the boat. The freshest in Skyrim.
Fresh fish.
Hello!
You look like you could do with a ripe apple. Or a tomato. Cabbage. Or leek.
Yes, actually, Khajiit will buy some, but, Khajiit imagines you've seen some interesting people coming through here.
Fresh fish.
At times.
Straight from the
Zahjira
fjord.
stopped by the other day, told me to keep an eye out for him. See if any new people arrived in the city.
Did he now? Is that the fellow who was saying he had worked for me? Is it not difficult to get ripe goods here?
The finest
Khajiit wonders. I mean, it does get chilly at night.
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood Marauders have been plundering ships off the coast.
They have?
A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness.
Of course.
No, indeed.
And I'm sure it's mostly for ceremonial
Perhaps Khajiit will be able to help out there at some point.
Plenty of ways to worship the
What
divines, as
have you
know.
got for sale?
Just what you see here.
Keep the cold at bay.
That will be enough. Thank you.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Khajiit did spend money. Ah, hello, Yvette.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
Indeed. How are your sales,
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
Oh. The burning of King Olaf? That's a festival of some kind, yes?
It's a great big festival put on by the bards every year.
Oh.
They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun.
Oh, I see.
The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up.
Perhaps you could
But
spare
with
a
the death of
tomato
High
for a
King
priest of the
Torrig,
divines.
the festival has been declared
Perhaps if
in
I
poor
were a little
taste.
more
Oh.
So it looks like
I
it won't
could
happen
afford
this
to
year.
give away
Well, that's a
my
pity.
fruit. As
Khajiit is sorry to
you'll
hear
have
that.
to pay, Roland.
Oh. What do you have for
See
sale?
for yourself.
Well, Khajiit will buy a spiced wine. Thank you. And she'll also buy the ale. She noticed, that the boys seem to like that. Well, thank you kindly.
Good luck out there.
Indeed.
Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Oh, yes.
The finest fish here. Caught daily.
Alright, well, Khajiit had been hoping to find someone to, buy things, but,
Fresh off the boat. The freshest
Khajiit did sell
Skyrim.
a lot of the heavier stuff. Well,
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced
I think it's
wine.
time then that we head to the
Fresh fish.
court.
Fresh fish.
Khajiit does not know if there's any more shops. Ooh, she will pick these flowers though. Oh, hello. Khajiit recalls you. You seem a little distracted, so Khajiit won't interrupt your, Now, which way was it? Was it... Khajiit thinks it was this way. Excuse Khajiit. Oh, yes. Please. And thank you. Ooh. Khajiit hopes no one minds Khajiit picking the flowers. She's leaving the buds. They will bloom within a day or so, Khajiit is quite sure. Sure, some hanging moss.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun.
Yes.
How could mere men bring down such a beast?
With arrows, spells, and a lot of luck. That's pretty much how he did it. Ooh, more dragon's tongues. Alright. Enough sightseeing. Khajiit has a report to deliver. Although she might pause for bugs. Oh, that's a bird. Not a bug. Well, somebody's throwing stuff around. Wasn't Khajiit. Alrighty then. Ah!
You've returned?
Yes!
Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave?
Something very bad. Some necromancers were attempting to summon and bind Potema. Crazy, no?
Potema herself?
Yes.
Please tell me you stopped them.
Yes. Khajiit interrupted their ritual with her friends. It's they who need resurrecting now.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
Oh, she is that bad, huh? Khajiit neglected to read about her. She did intend to, but, well, she forgot. Sir?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
And, indeed, Khajiit is curious. What will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim.
Ah.
But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning.
Ah, that makes sense.
Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
And if not? Oh dear. Well, Khajiit is attempting to remain somewhat neutral, so she will wish you well, yes?
Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
Well, thank you. Khajiit appreciates the kind words. Alright, boys. Khajiit thinks that we have taken care of enough of the things she promised to do. And now it's time to head back and meet with the thief of the horn. Although she's not so sure is it a trap? Did that Murak person arrange to have it stolen? This could be bad. We'll find out when we get there. So let's go and let's see. Actually, Khajiit's gonna get dressed here.
Tendrils of thought.
I was a student at the Bard's College for a short time, until my affiliation with Ermina was discovered. I haven't been back to Solitude since.
Oh, Arender telling his story to the boys. At least she thinks he wasn't talking to her. The carriage seems like an appropriate way to travel right now.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Khajiit hasn't burned down any buildings. Well, not yet, anyway. There's always a first time, she supposes.
Tools, wares, and weapons.
Khajiit will just keep on her way. It's his decision. She just has to remember that. Excuse, Khajiit.
Need a ride?
Indeed. Khajiit would like to hire your carriage for her and her friends.
Where do you want to go?
We would like to go to... Whiterun is the closest to our destination, thank you.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Alright.
May our steps move in harmony.
Indeed. And it's time for us to use a carriage to move in harmony. Up and at 'em, boys. Alright. That horse seems a little
What an
confused.
amazing city. I've actually never managed to visit Whiterun, but I always wanted to.
Yes, Khajiit remembers you mentioning that before. Before the last time we visited Whiterun.
How do you do things?
Very well, thank you. Did you see that? He knew who Khajiit was. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies never fail to cheer Khajiit up. Ah, yes. As she pulls their wings off, after dispatching them in a humane manner. Khajiit thinks there's some wolves that need to be sorted out. After she catches this last beautiful butterfly. Perhaps Khajiit should refresh her spells, yes? Alright. Where are these wolves? Is there another one? No. Looks like that was it. Khajiit's not sure where their body went. Do you guys see it anywhere? Oh well. Not that important, she supposes. At least it's not going to bite any travelers, and that's what's important. Ouch. Ooh, she really kicked that, didn't she? She didn't hurt herself either. Just stung for a moment. Alright. Well, we're supposed to meet in the inn. Oh, hello! Telskar! Well met again. You see him on the road many times now. You see and have seen him. That's pretty cool. She's glad he hasn't run into any trouble. Like dragons, for example. She hopes that big black one hasn't been back. Although she guesses the guards might have said something. So, yeah. Right. You are not going to bother any passersby. There's another one, guys. She would have thought it would have seen her by now. But she's not too worried because the boys are here. Fantastic job. Khajiit knew she could count on you guys. Alright, well, now that the wolves have been permanently dissuaded from attacking passersby, well, those two have been permanently dissuaded. So, that note, was it? Which note was it? This one? Yes. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn. Attic room. Alright. Let's go ahead. There's going to be a trap. It's not going to be out in the open, she doesn't think. Because how would they know that Khajiit is the person that they're looking for? Well, she supposes they might. She did, after all, find out she was Dragonborn in a rather public fashion. Even if she didn't believe it at first. Alright, well. Let's go and rent the attic room then. The attic room must be awfully tiny. It's not that big of a building. Excuse, Khajiit.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Apparently yes. Oh, she's just gonna warm herself up a little bit, if that's alright with you.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Oh, well in that case, Khajiit would like to rent the attic room. If it exists.
Attic room, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have an attic room.
Oh.
But you can have the one on the left.
Alright.
Make yourself at home.
Khajiit will do that. The one on the left. That would be this one? Oh, the one on the left. Over here. Oh, that's not an ominous creak at all. Well...
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Yes.
I think you're looking for this.
What?
We need to talk.
Follow
me.
Okay. Okay, Khajiit is... Guys, be on your guard, please.
Close the door.
Alright.
Now we can talk.
Whoa! This is very unexpected. It doesn't really feel like a trap. Guys? Would you come in? She said to close the door. Alright.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn.
Yes.
I hope they're right.
The Greybeards are right. Zahjira is the Dragonborn. Although, to be quite honest, she didn't believe it at first. She has come to accept it, though.
I hope so. but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so.
Well, of course.
I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too?
Khajiit supposes it could. What do you want with Zahjira, She supposes you didn't go and get the horn just for entertainment purposes.
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim.
Well,
I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn.
Well, you
I'm
did.
Actually trying to help you.
Well, really?
I just need you to hear me out.
Well, Zahjira is listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn.
Yes.
I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time.
Really?
If you really are Dragonborn, that is.
Ah.
Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
Okay. That makes two of us. Khajiit is not sure she trusts you.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
Not with her friends at her back, she wasn't. So... And why exactly are you looking for a Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer.
We.
You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes. Zahjira absorbed some kind of power from dragons. She thought it was more knowledge, but she supposes that she could be killing them permanently. She doesn't know. Is that what you mean?
This is no time to play the reluctant hero. You either are or aren't Dragonborn. But I'll see for myself soon enough.
Oh? You said the Thalmor were after you, no?
Yes. We're very old enemies.
Khajiit sees.
And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning.
But
that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
And why exactly are you looking for a Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer.
Yes, you said that.
You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul.
You're not going to tell Khajiit any more about that. The part you're not telling to Zahjira,
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors.
Oh.
Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
The dragon nests. Khajiit was thinking they were nests, and then she started to think they were perhaps where dragons were buried. That's why they look... Some of them look like they've been emptied? They're coming back to life? How is that possible? You know how crazy that sounds, yes?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
You have evidence, yes? That the dragons are coming back to life?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life.
Really?
We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
You say Khajiit's gonna kill the dragon, and then we will succeed. Okay. Zahjira would like to know our destination?
Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
That would be good. Well, Then let us go. Dragons do not just kill themselves, no?
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
All right. Khajiit will read this book then, while she waits. A very interesting book, as it turns out.
Say, Khajiit is curious. Did you like her video? Yes? Then please click the thumbs up button.
Khajiit thanks you. Brrr.